Welcome to the show. I am that Chris Gore, and this is PodCRASH, and this is a very special edition of PodCRASH. I have more guests on today's show than I normally have. I'm joined by my girlfriend here, Mary Forrest.
Hey.
And her very good friend.
My
best friend, and a girl that I have to admit I have a crush on Jessie, but I know you do too.
Oh, so you guys?
Yeah.
You have to get into the mic while you pretend and not know.
Jesse's here. Jesse Birschbach, which is also Jessie. She's at Birsch Talk, BIRSCH Talk on Twitter. Yeah. Say hello to the listeners.
Hello, listeners.
And also my producer Sean Merrick is here today. Say hello, Sean. As we get started and settled here.
Hey, what's good?
Now, normally we open the show with some sort of rant or something that I'm usually pissed off or angry about something, or just have an opinion about something that's strange, unusual, whatever. We have to get right to today's crash, because this involves multiple pod crashes. This is a tri crash. This is
crash with multiple inputs.
Yes, this is multiple pod crashes on one show, and we have to get right to it. And we've heard PodCRASH episodes where we've talked about movies. On a couple. We've talked about Doctor Who. We have episodes with comic books. This one we're talking about sex. The subject of this episode of PodCRASH is sex, and I actually went to it's the show. You have to know someone to really go to this. It's Dr. Susan Block's Speakeasy. Dr. Susan Block, and as she's known, Dr. Suzy, has, I guess, what might be LA's last speakeasy. No, it's not the last speakeasy. No, I'm saying the last. You're down at the. Okay, yes, yeah. There's got to be plenty of other speakeases. Okay, the last.
Barcade. Yeah, none that you're interested in. That doesn't mean that there aren't any.
Right. But her speakeasy.
It's the most nude speakeasy.
Yes, it's the most debaucherous speakeasy. Politely put. But at the speakeasy, what happens is, it's sort of a radio show that is also, you can download the audio like you would for any podcast. And the subject is always sex. I mean, Dr. Susan Block, she's been covering...
She's been on Real Sex, the HBO show, like many years ago. You would have seen her on that.
I've seen her many times when I've DVR'd the Real Sex show. I love that show. That's the dirty...
She's like a sex therapist.
She's a sex therapist, and that's the dirty secret actually about HBO, is that actually they do all these prestigious documentaries, they do all these amazing shows. The thing that gets the highest rating on HBO is like Cat House, The G-String Divas, Taxi Cab Confessions. Any of the shows that are salacious in nature always get incredible ratings, which...
So this episode of PodCRASH should do very, very well.
Yes, I'm hoping that those in the sex and medical fields will study this podcast.
Less medical than...
Yeah, probably a lot less medical. But
so it's a fun hangout, though.
It's a fun hangout, and I was scheduled to be on Dr. Suzy's show. And came down there, and it's chaotic. It's basically you go downtown at an intersection where everyone is driving so slow, it's like they all have warrants out for their arrest. You know what I'm talking about? Where everyone's going the speed limit. You know what I'm talking about? It's one of those areas of town. So you get there and you park, and thank God that the parking is guarded, right? And it's a warehouse. So you go to this warehouse.
It's like one of those, it's like the elevator in Fatal Attraction. It's like one of those freight elevators where they have to pull the screen down for you. It's like, it's very sinister. Yeah,
it actually, yeah, you think that something bad might happen, which those are the things that I kind of like to explore. They're a lot of fun. So you go downtown, park in this area, you've got to call someone to get in. They bring the freight elevator down, you go to the very top floor, and the entire top floor of this warehouse is Dr. Suzy's abode. It's where she lives, along with her collection of misfits. Tasia, of course, we know Tasia, who is one of the show's producers. Right? She's one of the producers of the show. Her husband lives there. And then a lot of other people who seem to work on the show, and they're photographers. And it's sort of definitely it's I'd say it's definitely
It's like a porno commune.
It's like a, yes, let's just be honest, it's like a porno commune, but she puts on this show every Saturday night. So,
and the venue is kind of like an art gallery / dirty motel / bar / radio studio. I guess,
right. With and what and just to describe it visually, because the thing is this, it's also being streamed on the internet. If you're willing to pay, you have to pay a fee to watch it streaming online, and then you can watch the archived videos. But you can listen on the radio and the internet for nothing, just like this show. Yes. So
I have a feeling like the stuff that they do, if you were just listening to the audio feed and it's girls who are masturbating or squirting or all the things that happen on the show, like you'd feel that frustration of not being able to see that I used to feel when I was babysitting and watching Playboy TV and all of the sex was happening just outside of the frame. And like I would go really close to the TV and stick my face so close to the screen, hoping that maybe I could just see what was happening outside the frame.
Right.
That's what it would feel like if you weren't watching the video.
Now I'm just setting this up because what's interesting about it is that I was supposed to be on an episode of the show, and when I went there was some mix-up with the guests. I showed up a little late, and I didn't get to be on the show. And Dr. Susan Block felt really bad about it, and went up to the bar.
So you just had to sit there and watch?
I basically had to sit there and watch, which wasn't bad. I had like practically a front row seat for what ended up being, I don't know, how would you describe that the first time that we were there?
I'm trying to remember what was even going on the first night that we were there. What was the show about?
I don't remember.
Oh, no,
That was the one that was the one with the lady porn, I think,
no,
wasn't it?
That was the second time.
That was the second time?
You were actually on that one.
Oh, was I?
Weren't you?
I don't remember. We'll have to listen to it to refresh my memory. But in any case, you sort of sit around, and it's almost like a parlor. It's sort of a parlor right out of Boardwalk Empire or the 1920s. You could also say that. And so you sit around and you're watching as Dr. Suzy goes from person to person, kind of introducing and bringing them on the show, building up to what is going to be some big event, which is generally someone using some sort of sexual utensil on their genitals.
It feels a lot like Dr. Suzy spends some portion of the show coaxing people to, breach their boundaries.
Yes,
she's most interested in people who aren't comfortable going up and doing the things that they end up doing on the show.
It's like she's an enthusiastic cook, a mother who's trying to get you to eat these amazing brownies, except in this case, it's not brownies. It's putting something inside your vagina. Does that seem accurate?
Yes. And I think she celebrates people who are comfortable with themselves and being really sort of sexual performers, but she also gravitates towards encouraging people to explore, new territory. And that happens a lot on the show.
And me, hey, I just find it entertaining to be around all this madness. It's like being in an episode of a TV show where you feel really bad for that person because they're there and you think they're really uncomfortable, but in reality, it was actually a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun to hang out.
It's like when you've been on the show, it's been like Mystery Science Theater 3000 of porno.
Well, because
you never get up on the stage and do
no,
anything. You just sit there and occasionally comment on what's happening.
Right. And then I sit there and consider, should I tweet this? Will my TwitPic account get canceled if I tweet the photo that I just took? And I usually err on the side of not. Yes, Tumblr. Yes, exactly, Tumblr. That's where all good porn pictures go. But so on the first time I was supposed to be on, I did not get to be on the show. The second time I was on, that was when they had the lady porn. That was the lady porn. The second time I was on, it was around Halloween, and the theme was sex and death and sex and zombies. And then they had the editor of
Cousin Corpses.
Come on in, Sean.
No, I've seen that in magazines. I actually got it was Corpsey.
Corpsey, yes, Corpsey.
Yeah, I've seen he was at Streakfest, and I got to meet him and see all of his creations there. And when I was reviewing this, I heard him on there, and I think it's great that they used his things as opposed to just having them as pictures. They also used them as apparatuses at some point.
Well, yeah, actually, the one of the corpse things they actually used. I think a girl blew one of the corpses.
That one girl who was.
Yeah, David Hasselcorpse.
Was it David Hasselcorpse?
That's what it was. David Hasselcorpse.
We should get.
This isn't the right.
Well, this yeah, exactly. But this is but yeah, it was just. It's insane. We should really start listening to this audio but this requires a much longer setup because it's so visual. Right now, we're just going to look at some of the pictures from the last time that we were on and Jesse, I don't know how you feel about some of this stuff, but this is pretty graphic.
It is, and it's also hard because when you are gay and then you have your best friend who isn't gay and then you see her making out with another girl. That's that is
Wait, repeat that last part, but just say it slower.
I'm not gonna embarrass you, am I, by saying that all of the opportunities that you've ever had to make out with me, you've never acted on?
No, I'm horribly shy. And probably if I was with this Dr. Susan Block, she would probably gravitate towards me, Chris, as you were saying, because she, I guess, apparently likes the shyer type.
Oh yeah, she would totally make you get up there and take a cock.
Yeah, and I would shake my head and go, no, like that. And
she would bring you out of your shell and then also maybe out of your panties.
She likes
or
the
square
lady.
cut.
She likes
Or
the
square
lady.
cut.
Oh yeah, right. The boy shorts, right?
Yeah. This looks really fucking scary.
Well, Jesse's just for the audience. Jesse's looking at a collage of photos on a website from the last time Chris and I were on the show or attended the show. Chris was on the show, and it is a cavalcade of debauchery.
Although you do make an appearance on the last episode, you're on it.
Oh, that's right. Well, I was on it twice.
Right.
I was on it doing some kind of a libido shot, and then in the aftermath, yeah.
What is a libido shot?
They're like these 5-hour energy drinks, but they're supposed to make you more orgasmic or something. I didn't find that was the case, but so we.
Oh, I thought you were
we have some some of those shots. Do you want to get some of those? And while you can just
the ones that we
drink
have
them.
Are for the boys. They're not.
No, there's some. We have some ones for the girls that you took from that party.
I don't think so. I think those were from the Playboy.
All right, well, I'll go get them while we're.
No, don't. But and then.
No. I will. It's fine.
That's nice of you. And then there was also a camera rolling in the aftermath when I was making out with my friend Kim. So we were basically in.
You look surprised right there.
Well, I don't know what I'm responding to there. That's a really unflattering photo. But I was in the moment. Oh my
God.
No, but I mean, Kim and I actually said into each other's mouths, "We're in a porno."
Right.
But I happily position myself so that the only way you'd be able to recognize me is if you know what my
That's
ass
not your
looks
real
like.
Penis.
No.
Are you kidding? Why do you think I'm still here?
So.
Funny story about that one too. The girl who's
tell the funny story.
Tell
the funny story.
No, that's a crucifixion chair, it's a cross that you for BDSM stuff.
Here's what's amazing. Mary and I, we've been going out. It's going on. It's almost 2 years. I keep learning things from you. This is what I enjoy, is that I continue to learn things. So please explain this device.
So it's an X-shaped stand that you attach handcuffs or other restraints to, and the person who is attached to that then can get beaten in whatever way. But so this girl was totally getting into it.
Oh, that's why the skulls are there.
Right. Well, that's just a design
just sexual,
asset.
You're also going to get
this is BDSM stuff. Yes. Yeah. But so Kim was watching while they were doing this photo session with this girl, and this girl actually, this is her touching my ass while Kim and I are making out here. Mm-hmm. But so this girl was like, "Oh, I love it," and then the cross fell over. She was all
was she on it
handcuffed
when
to
it fell?
Yes, and it fell
What
over.
happened?
You'll have to ask Kim because
Oh
saw
my
the whole
God.
thing happen, and she couldn't. She was just like, I couldn't.
Oh.
She's like, she's totally like, oh, I love it. I'm so into it. And then,
And she
just
fell.
like face down on
And
the
she's
ground.
still on the ground like, I still love it.
Exactly. Anyway, that's the story.
All right, so we should get right into it. We're gonna listen to actually highlights from two of Dr. Susan Block's podcasts, Dr. Suzy at the Speakeasy, and we will be jumping in with commentary to explain what's happening to the best of our ability. I'm sorry this is only audio, but it will be inserted in your ears.
Brothers and sisters, lovers and sinners, witches and bitches, tramps and vamps, masked men of mystery, role-playful women through history, belladonnas, and erotic personas. As nights grow long from the witch's hex, let us enter the realm of scary sex.
Okay, so let's talk about Dr. Suzy's intro. I kind of feel like I'm about to experience something spiritual. It's like church with nudity.
Very new age, yeah.
Yeah, it feels really Wiccan. I hate Wiccan.
It's like Wiccan with pot and hippies and
No,
I don't know.
it's
It's a fun vibe though.
Yeah, it's like dream catchers and incense and ponchos. It's like the trifecta of street fair objects that I would never want to go home with. But I love Dr. Suzy, but I feel like that whole hippie thing is counterproductive to my enjoyment.
All right, let's get right into it.
Okay,
All right.
so now,
You'll
without
you'll-
further ado,
Yes.
are you going to do me now?
No, I'm just.
You
You're
are.
regret
You're
giving me a
interrupting
mic.
me.
I'm
Yeah.
interrupting. Go ahead.
Okay, I mean, you know how many times I've been trying to introduce this guy?
I like this guy. This is the best guy. This guy. Has
That
a great,
guy. That-
He's a great host. His show's great.
Chris.
I think I went.
I agree with you.
Gore,
I
hello. He's here, finally on the microphone. Wow, welcome.
Oh, there he is.
Thank you.
Happy Halloween.
Thank you, Dr. Suzy. I got to say, though, I think I speak for everyone in this room when I say I really want to fuck you. And I think that by show of applause...
You wanna be my broom?
Yes, your broom dilda, which is pretty awesome. But I remember seeing you on an episode of that HBO sex show. And I thought one of these, that my dream would be to be here at the Speakeasy. So I feel like I'm living the dream, and now seeing you dressed all hot on Halloween, which is the greatest holiday ever.
It's a great holiday.
It's an awesome holiday.
Very, very
brings out every woman's
spiritual, sexual, intense
Yeah.
life and death and the fear and sex, everything.
and then every whorish outfit you could possibly have for every
true.
type of thing. Like
Elvira was my original inspiration.
Really?
Yes. So much cleavage.
She still looks great. Oh, not as good
Yeah.
as you, but she still looks pretty good. Yeah.
Aw, well, you're not on her show right now.
All right.
But I'm really honored to be here because this is the best time because we're talking zombies and sex, and I love both of those.
Why?
I think it's I don't know. Well, obviously sex. I mean, I don't need to say that here, but
Right, but the zombies and sex.
but the zombie stuff is awesome just from the standpoint of, I mean, it's just so prevalent in our culture now with just how effed up things are in the world.
Yeah.
I think zombies are kind of, it's definitely a way to talk about what's happening in the world today. People that are cast aside and people eating other people in a way that's kind of like, it's like the Occupy movement in a way.
Or the
We're all eating each other.
eating people.
Yes, the corporations are eating us. We're eating each other, and the corporations eat us.
There's something very primitive that we respond to in the story of the zombie.
Yeah, and a lot of chicks are into biting these days, so the zombie thing is, it's a real deal, right? If I don't know, maybe some of the girls in the panel would like to address that.
Well, yeah.
Bite or be
because-
bitten.
And it is kind of a contrast thing.
And eating
Almost
people,
like,
eating women.
Eating is sexy,
Eating,
yeah. But I mean, usually you leave something, but the zombie
Eat their brains,
actually,
yeah.
fully swallows.
I want to bite. Yes.
It's very dangerous. They could swallow you up.
But Chris is right. This is a major time right now for zombies. They've displaced the vampire, and there's so many. The Walking Dead and Death Valley just started.
Rise
and we're in
Again,
this-
my friend wrote.
Death
and-
is big, yeah.
Yeah, it's very, very big, and I guess it is partly because we're in such a deep recession, and we just feel that we're being devoured. Anyway, zombies and sex. I don't know.
Devoured
You
by
have
Chase.
you ever had sex with a girl dressed as a zombie?
No, but I would watch that. I would watch an adult film where that occurred.
Now, Belladonna is a little bit zombie-like here. I mean, there's the
I'm
red
dead.
hair, which is quite coiffed. Zombies are usually a little more, fucked up. But
Well, I'm not a zombie. I'm just dead.
yeah, you're just very well dead.
But the zombie look is very goth, which is
They're
awesome.
kind of
But
brainless.
there's the contrast, I think, that is exciting of the dead and the sex and death. Didn't we talk about that in
That is
the interview?
Girls and Corpses. Exactly
Yes,
why we do
absolutely.
that. We recognize the fascination with death right now.
You were so ahead of the curve with that magazine.
We are.
I'm
Thank you.
serious. Like that. Your magazine is fucking amazing.
Go on.
Oh, would you like to hold a torso?
I'm good. I'm good. I already have a torso.
Sophia, that means wisdom. Are you a wise girl?
Yeah.
Yeah. And how do you describe what you do?
I don't know. That's a little bit difficult.
Yeah. You're a
I li-
hottie.
I like to masturbate on camera.
Awesome. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Would you do that among corpses?
I've never done that before, but the thought has.
I mean, they're not,
Gone across.
stinky or anything. They're,
Okay,
they're
that's
actually
good.
well-washed corpses here. So, I mean, and we have toys. I mean,
Yeah, I actually am very drawn to the silver sword dildo.
yes. And, because it's silver paint, we have condoms for it.
Ooh.
We do. Yep. Feathers falling around here. Gee, okay. Well, that's fantastic. Well, I should just hurry up with the introductions then, shouldn't I? Yeah. All right. So, Kim, welcome back.
Thank you so much. I'm happy to be here.
Well, yes. And
I smell urine and yeast, and it makes me feel like the Halloween feast. The masturbation nation is ready to lick it.
and
Wet.
she is using
Wet.
the original Doc Johnson pocket rocket and just rubbing up a storm.
Wet. Wet.
What do you think, Jackie?
Wet.
Is it turning you on?
Pussy lips wet.
I can't get past what he's
Pussy
talking
lips
about right now.
wet.
She's sitting next to Corpsey. That's
Wet.
a disadvantage.
Oh, this is Amanda's gift to the situation. Yes.
Wet.
Kim Fowley, he's he's a composer, producer who he was fictionalized in the film Runaways by Michael Shannon. Plays him in the movie, and he's a guy that discovered Joan Jett, and he's there, and he still does music, and he has kind of I don't think he would I think he would admit this. He has an obsession with young girls. So he's there and he's sitting directly next to me. They bring him up on the microphone and he's just chanting in the microphone, wet, wet, wet.
Pussy lips wet.
Yes, that's exactly what he's saying.
Well, I was going to say, if for guys who've ever been to a club, okay, so if you ever go to a nightclub and you see all the girls on the floor and they're dancing, and then there's all the dudes around them that are single and they want to dance with these girls, but they just kind of creep up behind them. This is the audio version of that guy. This guy making these comments. It's really, and the funny thing is,
it's proximal rape.
Pretty much, it's really kind
That's what's happening in his brain. Is that what you're saying?
Well, just the creepiness of it. I mean, and the funny thing is, later he has he's doing all this during the show, and he's doing all this during the show, and then all of a sudden it's like at the end he has some plug for some Sundance movie at the end, or he has some some serious plug, and I'm like, this came out of nowhere.
No, we were also out at the bar with him afterwards, and he really paid a lot of attention to the various young ladies that were there. Look, the main thing that I will say is I was sitting in the room while this was happening, and just the audio mix for the audience in the room, I didn't hear any of that. He was saying that into a mic where it wasn't amped into the room. So here I'm listening to this podcast now and going, what the fuck is that guy? When was that happening?
Now, Jesse, you look like that you have smelled 1,000 farts. Why is it that your face looks like you have smelled 1,000 farts?
I was just envisioning this man say these things. Really?
Well, quite simply,
quite simply, Chris.
Let's get back to listening, because it gets even worse, if you recall. And by worse, I mean awesome.
Well, he also sounded like to me. Who sings Du Hast?
Rammstein.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he sounded like
Look
that
at
to
you.
me. And so maybe we should loop that and then, have it play
and put it into a rock band track.
And with that, I say back to the podcast. Schnell, schnell.
Well, it's poetry night here at Speakeasy. Yeah, very good. We're often inspired by Halloween, aren't we? Yes. Well, we're all back from the dead. I mean, or chemo or something, right? So here we are, ready to masturbate. Okay.
Ooh, I'm excited.
Okay. Yeah, good. I'm going to hold this for you. I'm going to put my broom down. And you have your, you could use both. You could start with this and then see how you feel. But first, the striptease. I've given you plenty of time now, tech department, to get some music together. Are we ready?
Musica maestro. Hello?
A little bodies in my
something.
basement would work.
I have it on.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, here it is.
It's real porn music. Can you turn that up a little bit? I can't turn it up.
Wow, this is an interesting choice of music. I wonder
It's okay? I can't hear you because I have headphones on. Okay. Do you want to talk? Okay, say something.
I wonder if I can masturbate with this microphone. Does it vibrate?
I am not insured for that.
Okay.
Electrical
I don't like to
problems.
inhibit people's desire to use household objects as masturbatory devices, but just at your own risk.
Boo. Okay.
Well,
okay.
Okay. I mean, I have a Hitachi magic wand, a bell.
A bell? How do we use
I have
the bell?
whips and brooms and spankers.
Stick the bell in and then just shake around and make it ring.
I have a chinchilla.
I like that
Okay.
Okay.
Here she goes, Sophia Jade.
masturbate with that music
Exactly.
so loud.
Okay, so I'm not sure how important it is to note, but the name of this show was called Night of the Masturbating Dead because it was a mix of the zombies and the sex. But I get it's right, but also I didn't realize how much I missed because I was on the mic. I actually didn't get to talk that much during this particular section. I missed some stuff.
Yeah, you missed where Amanda Blow and Belladonna, who are apparently, I guess they're engaged, were peeing into each other's mouths. That's what the audio is referencing.
I want to see that episode. That's where, first of all, total divert. I love the show Bridesmaids, but I am wishing that they would.
Movie?
No, excuse me, Bridesmaids. What am I saying? Bridezillas.
Oh.
I love the show Bridezillas, but I wish that they would hurry up and legalize gay marriage so we could see a show called Groomzillas. I want to see gay men and gay women get married, and I want the drama that comes with all the best reality TV. Why is this not on my DVR right now?
Let me just ask Jesse very quickly, since you might be an expert in this area. In a gay marriage, isn't there still a bride and a groom?
Yeah, mostly. Yeah, there's a top and a bottom usually.
I'm helping here. Just pull this little thing down. It looks so pretty. Oh yeah. So now, where two toys is better than one.
Two.
Now who's making the croaking sound? Corpsey?
No, Kim.
Kim
is having a moment.
Wet.
Yeah.
Wet.
His knees will not stop shaking.
Wet.
He's really
That's going to be a new
excited.
song right here. If you keep
Wet.
saying that, I'm serious.
Wet and wild.
It's going to
Wet.
This is how the Runaways started.
Wet and wild. Wet.
Here's the microphone. Okay.
Wet and wild. Wet. In Fetishville. Pay the bills. Hurt it. Touch it. Touch it.
Can you concentrate with all these jokes?
I'm trying my best.
I know. Well, you
Harder.
can just make it take a long time. It doesn't matter.
Harder. Wet.
Now you've
Kim was supposed to be cast in Blue
masturbated
Velvet.
in public
It was
before, I
actually-
guess.
Yes.
But not with a bunch of guys telling jokes while you're doing it.
Not with a bunch of people on microphones.
Right, there's girls here, but the girls are kind of giving you some space. But I notice the guys.
Well, that's why I don't have my glasses on, because I can't see what's going on, so it doesn't even matter right
and
now.
You look beautiful. You just look exquisite.
Thank you.
Can we see your wondrous vulva? Do you want to show that? Yeah.
I'm like growing a
You've
mini
really
bush right now.
You've gotten Panty Boy's panties there, plenty wet. So. Oh, look at that.
She's taking it off.
By the way,
Yes.
I didn't say, because I started with the poem, this is the womb room. That's what this place is here in the Speakeasy, and the womb has entered the womb room.
Wet
Ooh,
meat.
oh, yes,
He sounds
the
like
panties.
the guy who's looking through the peephole.
Oh.
That you kind of run away from.
Oh.
Beautiful. You want this pillow back
Glad
here?
you can only see
Pussy
his
lips
eyeballs.
wet.
Here, I'll put the Yale pillow behind you, because we're
Not
getting
his
ready for
actual
Sex
balls.
Week at Yale.
Well, I am a nerd, so it does work.
That looks just delicious. So, sex and death and Halloween and masturbation
With a
and
Halloweener.
vibration and Sophia Jade. Are you a quick comer or are you not really? You don't have to be.
I
Just
don't
one
have
actually
a lot of
am usually
distractions
quick,
here.
except
All
when
these
I'm talking
distractions.
in between.
Right. What if we just talk and let you be? You think you'll
If
come?
you guys talk to
Okay.
each other, yes.
All right. So I'm just going to set
Concentrate.
the microphone here to hear your moaning.
Okay.
And all right, talk amongst yourselves.
Wet.
I can't with him doing that.
All right, now, Kim.
Yeah.
Or what is the meaning of this? You just keep talking about how wet she is.
Wet and wild, nature's child. Satan is helping me come. Satan, help her come. Satan, help her come. Satan. Satan, help her come. Satan's tongue, Satan's fingers.
I think Satan is helping us.
Satan, 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 tongue of Satan, lick it, Satan, lick it, Satan, lick it, Satan, lick it, Satan,
Hallelujah!
Lick it, Satan.
Yeah, let's hear it for Kim Family and Sophia Jade. Woo! Beautiful. Yeah. Wow. So Satan got you going there. Yeah.
Thank you, Amanda.
Yes, and thank you, Amanda. Amanda, would you like to ascend the stage now and sit among the corpses?
Please do.
Last time I masturbated, it was the whole show. I didn't get to talk at all.
Well,
but I wanted to lick
here,
this.
we'll come over here and grab the microphone and you can talk.
Amanda,
Okay, I think you're very sexy. May I lick your nipples?
It was definitely a fun vibe to be there. It was just, it's hard to actually.
They have a snack buffet.
They do have a snack buffet. There is something about a snack buffet. Oh,
At all adult
Were there
events.
oatmeal cookies?
No, but
No,
they're
no.
like Lebanese meatballs.
snaps.
They're really good. Yeah. Terrible for your breath, but really good.
She that woman sounded like the Muppet in the
Janice? Janice?
Yeah.
Did you mean Janice?
Yeah, like wow, there's oatmeal. Cookies.
Oh my God! If you put a hat on Janice, the Muppet Janice, you put a hat on her, it's Dr. Suzy. Because Dr. Suzy's her signature is kind of the hat, right? I mean,
Yes,
Dr. Suzy's signature is kind of like.
Doesn't wear a hat.
Well, right. Janice doesn't. I don't know. Like, I think there are
I think her
versions of.
signature is bra, panties, thigh highs, and garter, like garter belt.
Right.
And talking about sex things and making other people do sex things.
So, how are you?
I'm doing well. I'm here to support and hang out. And I love the smell of pot.
You don't smoke it.
I don't smoke it, but I will ingest it in other forms, i.e. brownies, lemonade, lollipops,
lemonade,
cookies,
pot lemonade. I've
butter,
never had...
peanut butter. There's so many ways to ingest it, right? Everyone's nodding here on the panel.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and sometimes that's better for you,
Yeah.
because the smoke can be harsh on the throat and the tongue and all that, even when you use your vaporizers and stuff.
I'm just not a smoker, so I don't like to smoke, but I like the smell of pot. So
well, good.
But I'm down with the cookies.
We're going to have that in here soon. I think.
Yeah.
In fact, now that I've introduced all my guests, I'm just feeling like I'm the hostess, So I have this little bitsy thing here, and then I have this. This is a beautiful bong shaped like a woman. Talk about sex pot. Look at this. This is a sex pot here. But it does mess up your lipstick is the thing about it. So, I don't know.
I got a joint.
And you've got a joint. Which is very practical.
And I've got some nuts.
That's real old-fashioned kind of stuff.
This is brought
nice
I'm old
big,
school.
and you brought that
joint.
too. Wow.
Right?
Yes.
Okay.
What a great crew.
I want to share.
What are you smoking on?
We just have some Kush
I'm
right
gonna,
here.
Nice. Yeah, that's what I got.
I'm going to move
from
seats.
OG. Yeah. Fire OG.
I'm going to move over there.
You're going to move over here.
That smells good.
Get somebody,
it permeates through my purse.
Listeners at home, this smells fucking awesome.
Okay, well,
If only there were smell-o-vision.
you are
Soon
a
enough.
connoisseur.
Soon enough.
Do you
Like the
grow it?
Not right now.
Not right now.
No.
Okay, well, so, you can just spark it up somewhere, I mean, far be it from me to make you, but now we need to get some in here.
Those are the best tits I've ever seen on a bong.
Nice, aren't they? My friend Wag got this for me. Where is he? He's around here somewhere.
Thank you, Wag.
Well,
It
I can
really
pack
smells
that
like
bong
pot
for you.
already.
You want to put it in a bong?
Sure,
Yeah,
I'll
you
pack
put
that
it in
for
the
you.
lady bong.
Yeah.
Right.
It's a good thing you like the way it smells.
Well, okay, so you could have it from the little pipe.
Got a joint of Jedi OG here.
Jedi OG. Okay, we're coming.
Is that what it's called? Is that because I love the names of pot?
Yeah.
What are the
they get
best
so
names
creative.
of pot you've ever heard? Because there's so many. I mean, Pineapple Express. Everyone knows that one.
I mean, there's crazy strains. Cat's piss, dog shit.
Yeah.
I like the name of Alaskan Thunderfuck.
That's
a
good one.
Alaskan Thunderfuck?
That's right.
I like
that. Is the greatest name for pod ever.
God's Pussy. You'd like that one.
That one is good.
God's Pussy.
It's a really good sativa.
You can tell we're starting to smoke. Everyone's starting to talk at once. Okay, here we go.
My
Your
turn.
Yes, absolutely.
Well, I could only return the favor, but I think since
Return the favor quickly.
I like that idea.
Well, how about I go from your thigh, though, because since you have, like, so many
Thigh.
necklaces and things. Yeah, I feel this
Yeah,
is
that sounds...
quite a sexy area.
Can we possibly lose the dress?
Not going to happen.
Wow. That's quite a dress. Okay. All right.
It's okay. We've got my boobs out for now, so that's good.
That's true. That's right. We'll be
good
happy
start,
with
right.
that for a little while. Then we'll go crazy.
All right.
Okay, so now we're going to go up the leg, right? Is that what we're doing? Is this a panty shot? For Panty Boy?
You don't want to smear your reputation at High Times, because the prestige of that.
Right. It's about pot and sex,
Right.
It was at one time about cocaine.
I remember those days.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, they could get into the agua salt now, you know,
Yeah.
because there's something about
Right, the cocaine.
that white powder. Anyway,
I like the
there you
agua
go.
salt.
Good stuff.
It's quite tasty from the inner thigh.
Quite tasty from the inner thigh.
Yes.
Nice.
Nice and soft.
All right then. Well, you two have had, I think, all the drugs we have in the place at this point. So,
Moving on.
As usual.
Right along here.
Don't move on. Keep going. We're just getting started.
Yeah. So
seriously, at that end,
Kira,
like you guys are just getting to know each other.
It's true.
Let's see where it goes. Let's see where it goes. The dress isn't coming off.
Yet.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
See what happens.
Yeah. We're patient. Because
She is
we're
drinking
stoned,
whiskey,
right?
okay?
We're all stoned.
I think Dr. Suzy sets the trend because you're not wearing a dress at all.
No, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You're an example, a shining example for all of us.
Green panties. Are you wearing panties?
Today I am. Usually I don't. But it was really cold, so I put on as many layers as possible.
I see. Well, can we see them?
Yes, you can.
Okay. She's got on
They're very
this
tiny, so.
tiny.
So
That's a good
Tiny,
thing.
yes.
She's got on a little yes, a little tiny thong.
Oh, yeah, those are tiny.
A black thong. Look at that. Nice.
Whoa.
But, oh, yes. See, very nice.
Penthouse material.
Very nice. Very pretty.
Wow. Wow.
Gee whiz.
Nice cheeks.
Shucks.
Thank you.
Well, then.
I don't know, Chris.
Oh, God. I want to turn those
One
panties.
shot of tequila and
I
all
want
my
to turn
clothes
those
fall
panties
off.
into a glazed donut. That's all I'm saying.
I want to turn that ass into a surface for lime agua salt, right? Right? That's a good thing to do.
Whenever
right?
you're ready. Right?
Yeah, it's got to be a surface
Twist my
for
arm.
the agua salt. I mean, okay, and that's Kira was thinking along the same lines.
Yeah, I think that's where I'm going to go.
Yeah.
Well, let me get that ready for you.
Wait. I think for your shot, you have to take your bra off.
Let the girls free.
Oh, my God. Why are you not running for president, Dr. Suzy? These are the
Wow.
best.
Whoa.
Oh, my God. Fuck Rick Perry. That guy's a douche. You have the best platform. I support everything you've said.
All right, and legalize marijuana everywhere.
That's right.
I love all these things.
Wow.
Okay. Look at that nice hill of. Now it's going to be a snowy hill. Look at that. It's snow, but it's not cocaine. Okay. We've been accused more than a few times. In fact, they called the police. Somebody that was freaking out. Somebody did, and the police says, "Oh, we know them. It's just the agua salt." It's okay.
Suddenly, I want cinnamon buns. I don't know why.
Suddenly.
Oh, yeah?
Well, you
Pretty tasty.
want some of the agua, don't you?
I have a serious question for our caller.
Yeah, wait a minute.
Where did the agua
Suzy,
go?
Suzy?
Yes.
Dr. Suzy has a question.
I have a serious question for our caller. What does this have to do with tits or vagina? That's my serious question.
My serious answer is what doesn't have to do with
Thank you. I appreciate that, sir. Thank you.
It is a natural aphrodisiac.
Absolutely. Speaking as a 57-year-old man, it beats the shit out of Viagra. I'll tell you that right now.
Huh. So it relaxes you and makes you hard?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. And it arouses you. It's a sensual... Marijuana is a sensual enhancement. It makes music sound better. It
slows you down.
Better, and it makes sex better. If sex can be made better, marijuana is the thing to do it.
Yeah. And it sort of makes you just appreciate everything more.
Absolutely.
You know,
all of your senses.
Less of a critic. Less of a critic. It turns off the critic voice. For most people. For some people, every once in a while you meet somebody who gets the opposite reaction. They get paranoid and they get scared and more critical and all messed up.
Well, it's not for everybody. You know, I mean, lots of things are not for everybody. You know, I don't drink, for instance. You know, it's not for everybody. But marijuana certainly is for more people than it's currently using it. I'll tell you that. A lot of people can chill with marijuana, and because it's illegal, you know, they're unwilling to try it. And our hope is that with legalization, more people will discover its magic.
I just have to put a call out to Tasia. Where did my big bottle of agua go?
Hey, you know, I got to say something. You got Sarah Newton there tonight?
We do.
She is the greatest Miss High Times in the history of Miss High Times.
Yeah?
Let's give it up for her right now. Everyone. Nice.
Yeah. We're having fun with Sarah.
We met her. She is awesome, and she's a friend of mine. Hi, Sarah. I'm looking at you there.
Hi. Do you have it on her contract that she can't take her dress off?
Well, you know, I knew that. That girl has a lot of, she's very self-contained.
I mean, she has all these beautiful bikini shots of herself all over the internet.
It's eternal, but I don't think it's going to happen.
Yeah. We have a bikini shot of you on our site.
Really?
Yeah.
Whoa.
You're like sitting in a lotus position.
Oh, yeah.
Jamaica. In Jamaica.
Right, in a cave. Right, with a little tiny bikini and lots of cleavage. And, you know, so.
I'm with you, Dr. Suzy. I love everything about her except for the fact that she wants to keep her clothes on. That concerns me. I'm really...
I like
you're at
that
Dr.
it bothers
Suzy Speakeasy. What, you know... I should... Yeah.
Well...
I have a question about marijuana enthusiasts. I've always wanted to ask this.
Yes.
I love beer, yet I don't have beer T-shirts, beer belt buckles, beer keychain.
Beer is legal.
What is it about marijuana that there's so many marijuana paraphernalia collectibles? I'm not even talking about bongs. I'm just like stuff you can buy related to marijuana.
Because marijuana uses such a taboo.
Yeah. Because it's illegal.
Like
it's
you have marijuana tattoos
worth being
and
proud of.
If it were legal, it wouldn't be that big of a deal.
Yeah, I agree with that.
You know what? That's the smart answer.
That's the joke on the government.
That explains it.
But I think it's
illegal technically.
I think it's also more versatile than beer.
Right.
Although there's some guys that collect beer mugs, right? You know, and shot glasses.
Bottle tabs.
But there's so much marijuana like merchandise. Right. There's a lot of marijuana merch.
There's so many ways. There's so many ways to ingest it.
You explained it. Yeah, it's illegal and it's
now,
cool.
You know,
it's like a secret code.
Yeah.
I'm into marijuana.
Exactly. It's a subtle way to let people know that you're into the culture also.
Exactly.
Even if you don't look like the type
subtle
to
way
do it.
to wear a marijuana shirt.
Or like a tie-dye shirt, you know.
When you meet someone that doesn't smoke,
Dr.
it's
Suzy
weird.
tonight, Dr. Suzy shaved her vagina into a marijuana leaf. You can see. She pulls it down. Pull it down and show everybody right now. Let's go, Dr. Suzy. Yeah, everyone. Nice. That is the coolest furry marijuana leaf I've ever seen.
What's going on here?
What a pretty pussy you have.
Thank you.
It's just beautiful. Look at that triangle. It almost looks like a marijuana leaf.
It's an arrow.
It's an arrow.
To lead you in the right direction.
Now, I'm just trying to figure out
way?
what...
Looks like a cursor on my Mac.
Yep, right there.
Right there.
That's the start.
Okay. Right there.
All right.
When she says right there, you stay right there.
If you're listening out there, what is going on is someone is masturbating on the bed. It's a penthouse pet, actually, masturbating on the bed.
Yeah, keep it there, right there.
Oh, goodness. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the high setting.
High setting.
Ooh.
Fuck.
Whoa.
I can squirt. I'm gonna squirt if you keep it up.
No, you can squirt.
Oh, it is? It's your favorite?
Yes.
Oh my god. Okay. All right.
Get the squirt rug. Suzy.
Okay,
Dr.
squirt
Suzy.
rug. I don't know where it is. It's okay.
I should have gave a warning.
Get a towel.
She's right on the edge.
How far does it squirt?
Move your cameras back. Get a towel. Wait,
Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Towel.
Squirt all you want.
Okay, squirt all you want.
Whoa. Beautiful.
Oh, fuck.
Oh,
Ooh,
yeah.
that's beautiful.
Melissa. MJ. Oh, such a pretty pussy. Such a beautiful pussy. Oh, my God. Squirting. Totally squirting.
Niagara Falls.
Yes.
Thank you.
Pot leads to female ejaculation?
Yeah. I think I actually did squirt the first time when I was like, just really stoned and masturbating at home, and I was like,
Not a Hitachi, no.
No.
Let's make this happen. There we go. Yeah!
How would you just like to feel it on your hand?
It's the bong of vibrators. Let's go.
We're gonna take the condom off, or unless you want us to leave it on. No. So you could feel it on your hand. Would you like to do that?
Sure.
Yes. Okay. Well,
I'm open to a new vibrator.
Let's do that.
You know.
Let's have it on. You stay here. I
Tasia,
think.
you want to grab those towels out of the way so they don't trip?
Let's see. So.
well,
You want to come up?
in the instructions it does say that is a body massager, so it can be used on
It
other
can
parts
be.
of your body.
Yeah,
And then go from there.
And it never runs low on battery.
No. No, it doesn't.
Do you have any of the attachments for the Hitachi? They make special attachments.
The attachments are a little too much. It's like French ticklers. Who wears those? I mean,
not me.
The French?
Touche. All right, I can't believe I have a Hitachi virgin who's just going to feel it with her hand. Do you like Hitachi?
I love Hitachis.
Okay, there was a little hesitation, or maybe it was just
I don't own one.
Oh, you don't own one? Well, you're going to have to try one. In fact, you should try one just on your hand. I don't want you to do any more, actually. I would feel responsible. So I'm only going to let you do it.
High Times will come right after you.
That's right.
Allison's never Hitachi'd either.
Okay.
How do you know that?
Yeah, we didn't ask
Two
her yet.
Hitachi virgins?
I don't know.
What?
Well,
I thought a Hitachi was like a computer or something.
Yeah, they make computers too, I think.
Yeah.
I think the two of them should go up there right now, and they should
right now.
They should have it. They can touch it with their hand, but then maybe their hand might touch
Just the tip.
somewhere else.
That's just the
you
tip.
never know.
The hand.
You
The
never
hand.
know what might happen.
We're starting with the hand.
Start with the hand.
We could
move
be-
from there.
Wait, she's
Dr.
leaving.
Suzy,
Where's she going?
work your magic.
She's
Going to you.
Oh, she's going this way. Okay, I thought she was. Now I scared her with that. Okay, here she
going
is.
home.
Okay, come on.
All right.
All right. So now, yeah. I mean, yeah, you sit next to the naked girl. That's right. Okay. All right, now.
If there's a wet spot, that's from me.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
sorry.
So, can you pull, I mean, you don't want to touch it with the condom on. No. Take this off. So, this is just, you're not going to insert it or rub it against your genitalia or try to, anything like that.
Too many clothes on right now. This is what I'm saying. It's too many clothes.
I know, huh? Okay, so now.
Naked man show.
Right,
Woo!
yeah. That's
We'll
good.
get naked anytime.
Yeah, Chris. Let's give him a little music now. Yeah, keep it open. Yeah.
Yeah, this isn't hot. Trust me.
Come on.
Back to the Hitachi. Let's go with other.
Okay, we heard a wow. Okay, microphone. Can you hold the mic for her?
That's a vibrator. Wow.
That's a stoner.
That's like 10 times stronger than mine.
Now attach the hand to somewhere else, right? Doesn't that make sense?
Wait.
Don't
Attach the hand?
Attach her hand somewhere where she would like it, where it'd be more interesting than just.
You are so clever.
Yes, forget. Like
I
a
can't even
hand
get her to take her dress off. So.
Yeah.
I think that the feeling of the hand. Now, how about this? How about right on your leg? Would you like to feel it on your leg?
All right, do it on my leg.
All right.
All right.
Did that get recorded?
You're awesome.
The leg is a gateway drug.
That's what we heard in the audience
Who
here.
said that?
I think it was Mary.
That was Mary Forrest
Mary
said
Forrest
that.
that said that. The leg is a gateway
Very
drug.
funny.
And it could be, or you could stop with the leg.
Tweet that.
You could stop with the leg.
Explain what happened there. What was going on?
So one of the girls, I think from High Times, there were a couple of girls from High Times there, maybe didn't realize that the show was more about sex than pot, and didn't realize that they were going to be encouraged to not only be sitting next to people who were naked, but actually be naked. And so Dr. Suzy has a Hitachi that she was using on that one hot girl, the penthouse pet, Melissa, I think was her name. And so Dr. Suzy's trying...
Hitachi
massager. Explain Hitachi.
A personal massager, which whenever you see it in like a Brookstone catalog or whatever, they're using it on their neck. But word to the wise, you never use it on your neck. In any case, so...
you use it on your vagina neck.
Yes, exactly. Your pussy neck is where you use
Right. Your pussy neck. That's where you put it.
Yeah. Your P4, P5 vertebrae.
V4.
What?
So Dr. Suzy wants to use the Hitachi on this girl, and the girl's reluctant. So then Dr. Suzy's like, okay, how about if I just use it on your leg? And she's putting it on her leg, and then I, off in the distance, sort of peripherally recognizing what's happening, I yelled out, "The leg is a gateway drug." Because I think we all know what Dr. Suzy was hoping was going to happen, which was that the girl would go, wow, this feels really good on my thigh. I want it on my pussy.
Put it on my choach.
Exactly. Choach is a family terminology for Jessie, right?
Yeah. It started.
Mama Birschbach.
Let's popularize it. Come on, there'll be a Tumblr for it. There'll be a Twitter.
I feel like it already is. Like
Choach? How do you spell choach?
It's been like a decade.
CHOACH,
right?
CHO.
We've also misdemeanor Elliot.
She says
choach.
I also heard it once in a Busta Rhymes song.
Yeah. So Jessie's mom refers to it as a choach.
Well, when we were little, it was cho-cho, and then
okay.
Yeah,
that sounds very Asian.
No, I think Dr. Suzy kind of messed up, because what she should have said to those girls, because they were more into pot than sex for sure.
Right.
But she should have said this is like pot for your vagina. I feel like that would have worked.
Let's get your clit high.
All right, this has gone on far long enough. We got some plugs. We got up to plugs. Jesse, we can find you on Twitter at
Birchtalk. Yeah,
spell it.
BIRSCHTALK.
I love how you look. You actually looked for a second quizzical, like I need to think about this. It's as if you've had fun. And Mary, you are.
I'm at Mary Forrest, MaryForrest, and also at Mary is drunk. Maybe within the next 10 or 15 minutes.
And Sean,
Angry Hero Sean, SHAWN.
And you can follow the show at PodCRASH Show. On Twitter, and you can follow me at that Chris Gore, and you can download the show on iTunes. You can listen to it on Stitcher and my website at chrisgore.com. That's it. And as we end every show, something terrible is about to happen, to which we say, let's get out of here!
Colonel Scott reports picking up 2 survivors from the space station. A tall man and a short blonde woman.
Right. Okay. Dr. Goodhead reported their position 20 minutes ago. They're just coming into range of our tracking ship in the Pacific Ocean. We should have audio-visual within a few minutes from the remote onboard TV monitors.
Houston calling Dr. Goodhead. Houston calling. Confirm your position.
As this is the first joint venture between our 2 countries, I'm having it patched directly to the White House and Buckingham Palace.
Well, I'm sure Her Majesty will be fascinated. We have audio-visual.
Ah, at last.
My God, what's Bond doing?
I think he's attempting re-entry, sir.
I think it may be time to go home.
Take me around the world one more time.
Why not?
Hey, if you're like me, then you're probably the kind of person who stays to the end credits of a movie and looks at every single name. I like you. We're very much the same. And for that you shall be rewarded. Consider this a little Easter egg. The first person to email me through my website at chrisgore.com, put in the body of the email, give me a free DVD, Gore, and guess what? I will. Of course, the DVD will be of my choice, and it might be something good, it might be something really awful, but it'll be in the pile of DVDs I have for review and something I don't need and or want anymore. And it's yours for free. So, send me that email through my website, chrisgore.com. Also, if you send me a self-addressed stamped envelope to that Chris Gore, 5042 Wilshire Boulevard, PMB 1500, Los Angeles, California, 90036, I will return said self-addressed stamped envelope with a surprise. And I know you love surprises. Later.